Good afternoon.
It is with pleasure and honor that I stand before you to discuss the topic of concern to all. The importance of sleeping. The benefits of getting quality sleep per night is often underrated and overlooked. To delve into the topic with greater discussion and active participation, I would like for everyone to just close their eyes and just think back to a day that you was just drained and you was tired from running errands, you're at work, dropping the kids off and picking the kids off. Now just think to that day and just think about it. And think about when you laid down that night, you was just in bed just resting, you was able to relax. And when you went to sleep, you slept like a newborn baby. So a person should be getting at least 7 or 9 hours of sleep. As stated in the Help Guide article, sleep needs, while sleep requirements vary slightly from person to person, most healthy adults should be getting between 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night to function at their best. When you get the right amount of sleep, you are able to function properly throughout the day. Don't freak out. Sleep requirements vary by individuals. There are factors such as your body base and your age that makes a person sleep less or more. Sleeping is beneficial to the human body. Just like everything else, there are pros and cons to not giving your body the proper amount of rest. The pros are the positive outcomes of getting the proper amount of sleep. The cons come from not sleeping like you should, which bring about negative effects. Getting the equivalent amount of sleep helps you maintain your weight. Because you're not prolonging breakfast, lunch, or dinner, when you're tired, you tend to overlook dinner and just lay down because you're less likely to want to get up. When you wake up in the morning and you're well rested, you're like, oh, I'm going to cook breakfast today. Like, I'm just going to eat breakfast, or I'm going to get something on the way to work. And you may even snack a little throughout the day just to keep your body, doing good and function properly. Not getting the right amount of rest makes your weight fluctuate, which means if you're not eating like you should, one day you might be eating a lot or eating heavy and you're gaining weight. But a few days later, you might not be eating a lot and you're just like, I'm just not going to eat. I'm just tired. So you're not eating. You're not fulfilling that space. So you're losing weight. Your heart, which is another thing that deals with health. Your heart becomes healthier when you get the right amount of sleep quality. Your blood pressure level decreases, causing your heart and your blood vessels to rest. Having high blood pressure can lead to heart diseases. Our joints and our muscles are also able to relax, and it helps release inflammation. By that I mean when you're walking or you're just at work or whatever you're doing and you're constantly moving, you're putting strain on your joints and your muscles. So when you're finally able to lay down, you just relax and you feel relief. When you are stressed, your body releases a hormone called cortisol. The more you sleep, it releases stress. Less stress, less drama causes for less body fat. According to the National Sleep Foundation article, Health Sleep Deprivation Affects the Heart, they state that people who don't sleep enough are at higher risk for cardiovascular diseases and coronary heart diseases. Okay, another thing, sufficient sleep is good for the brain. When a person is well rested, they're able to focus and retain information that has been given to them throughout the day. Sleep synthesizes new ideas. Believe it or not, sleep plays a role in learning as well as memory loss. And the sleep deprivation and memory loss by WebMD, sleep is necessary to consolidate a memory, which means make it stick, so that it can be recalled in the future. Sleeping a little after learning new material helps with retention, which means that next day, like if you have a article or a speech or anything of that type, and you study the night before, and you just go in, you're like, okay, I remember this information. That's because when you studied before you went to bed, you got a well night rest. That next day, you just was able to retain whatever you learned previously. Okay. Sleeping for the accurate amount of hours causes for good health. It improves the memory and decreases stress. Getting the right amount of sleep can make a big difference in your life. Some tips for getting a good night rest includes not drinking water, juices, caffeine, or alcohol late in the afternoon. When you do, you tend to wake up throughout the night to use the restroom. And drinking caffeine or alcohol, it causes you to stay awoke because you get in that energy that you don't really need. So drinking decaffeinated coffee is best if you're going to drink caffeine in the afternoon. Taking a hot bath also releases tension and pressure on your joints and your muscles. So taking a hot bath is also good. Setting a warm or cool bedroom temperature can also help, because if your room is kind of cool or cold, you're able to snuggle up under your blanket and just lay down and sleep good. If you have like a hot room temperature, it's just like you sweating and stuff, so it's not really good for you. But there are many tips for getting a good night's rest so that you can eat properly, function properly, retain information, and having a healthier body. I would like to thank all of y'all for sitting and listening to my speech today, and I hope that you are able to retain this information and use it in the future. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
That was good.
Very good. Very good.
Very true, too.
Yeah, it is. I'm a witness. I'm a witness.
Yeah.
Lord, I'm a
Got to
witness.
get your rest.
I'm going to bed
You don't
tonight.
function.
My joints hurt now.